Well, hey there again, everybody, and welcome back to the Buc-ees series. As you see, this will be part 3. Now, in part 1 and part 2, we pretty much just done the layout, everything laid down for the outline, the foundation. Now, in this video, what we're going to do is start filling everything in. Now, I'm going to go right over here where this entrance is, where we've been starting off part 1 and part 2. We're going to go right over here and start filling everything in. So again, guys, if you do like this build and series so far, please don't forget to drop a like and comment down below. Well, now here is the entrance. We'll be starting filling everything in. Now, like I always say, I'm on the PS4 using the Modern HD texture pack. If you do not have this texture pack, that's okay. I'll be using these blocks down here. Now, here is the andesite. You don't have to use andesite, just use something of this color. Stone will also work just fine. I'll be using this block here around the gas pumps. I also will be using these blocks. These blocks is from the road add-on. I've done a showcase on that add-on and all the blocks for it, so you can check that out. You don't have to have the add-on. You can just fill this whole thing in a different concrete color. But I'm going to be using two different materials here. Now again, you don't have to have this, just try to match what I'm using. Now here is the light asphalt. I'll be using this block throughout the parking lot. Now the light asphalt in this is not as tall as a full block. That's okay. Don't get that confused with this block. This is also light asphalt, but it is the same height. The reason why I'm not going to be using this block is because the lines right here is not as tall as the full block. Alright, so as you see there, I'm not going to be using that. I'll be using this one because it's the same height as what the lines are. Also, it's got these potholes here. Now these potholes, when you place them down in different directions, it changes the texture. As you see, all four of them is a different texture, so I'll be using that as well. Now with the lines for the parking spaces, I'll be using this block. Don't get that confused with this block. It's a wider block. I'll be using the wider line block here for right here on the entrance. So I'll be using this block and this block for the parking spaces. And then this block also with the parking spaces. Alright. So that's the blocks I'll be using. And like I said, you don't have to have that add-on. You don't have to have these lines or any of these blocks. If you don't have that add-on, that's totally fine. Just build your parking spaces with full blocks, the old-fashioned way. That's totally fine. Alright, now what we're going to do first is I'm going to grab this block, again, the light asphalt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in here where we have, let me get rid of this. I'm going to go right in here where we have this entrance. And what we're going to do is fill in this entire area from here all the way to the road here. Alright, now simple enough. You see what I've done here? I filled it in with the blocks that I told you that I was going to use. Again, it was the light asphalt textured with the potholes. I also used this block for here. That is total of 12 blocks long, as you see there. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but you can see where mine is. Also, right over here, along the edge, I replaced these blocks here with smooth stone blocks. Okay, so you see there, those go all the way down. I just replaced those glowstone blocks with these. Done that on both sides. Then on top of that, you see, I have the andesite slabs. So that's what I'm going to do on the entire outline of this parking lot. I'm going to be using the smooth stone, replacing these with that. And I'm going to be placing the andesite slab on top of that. Right now, once you've got that outline done all the way around the entire area, and what we're going to do is fill in your whole parking lot. Now remember, I'll be filling it in with this block here. Alright? This is what I'll be using. I'll also be texturing it with this block. Alright? Not too much, just enough texture. Just scattered around. Now, like I said before, when you get to these parking spaces, if you don't have this add-on, just use full blocks. But you'll see what my lines look like later on. But you just replace all of these lines here with those lines for the parking, okay? Now with the black area here, what we're going to do is take these, the smooth stone, and we're simply going to do the same thing as what we done with the outline. We're going to replace all that, and then the slabs on top. Now whenever you get to this area where you've got this long rectangle for the gas pumps, instead of filling this area here in with that same block as what you got the parking lot, what I'll be using, like I said earlier, is the andesite block. Now with that andesite block, what I'll do is I will go right up against that one row, and I'll do a second row like this. Okay? All the way around this here. So it's going to overhang this black by 2 blocks. Again, you're going to do this all the way down, all the way around this entire thing. Then you're going to go inside of here, and you're going to fill in the entire area inside of this rectangle with that block. You're also going to do the same thing down here with this smaller rectangle, which is going to be the diesel area. So again, you're going to outline it by 2 blocks, go on the inside, and then fill the entire area inside of it in. Now when you're filling this in, whenever you get to this area, what we're going to do is inside of here, I'm going to use the regular block for the parking lot, and then I'm going to use the road add-on blocks for the parking spaces. Now this outline here, don't get confused, this outline is actually just going to be showing the outline above, okay? So what you can do is come up from here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, delete that, and then you're going to come on across the same length, match it down below, go on across all the way down and do the same rectangle, same size. Okay, now once you've got that up here, then you can just go in here and you'll end up taking this and just replacing this here. This outline here was just a template for right now when we do this. Right now, as you're filling in, when you get to this area here, because it might be a little bit tricky, and I still got to figure out how I'm going to do it, just get to right here and stop. Don't worry about filling this right here in quite yet. Now, when you get to right here, where this exit is, you can go ahead and fill all this here in, because it'll be simple. Also, whenever you're filling all this in, as long as you have everything laid out, then yes, you can go ahead and get rid of all your counting blocks. That was just there for part 1 and part 2, getting everything situated in the parking lot. So when you get up towards the building here, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a sidewalk up against the building. So just for now, leave yourself, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leave yourself about 7 blocks around the entire store, all the way around it. And then we'll figure out the sidewalk and the parking spaces later on. So just give yourself about 7 blocks away from the actual gas station all the way around. And then later on we'll figure that out. Now, the parking lot, again, will be on this level here. Well, now you see it all filled in, and this is what it looks like. Now you see all these little white specks all in the parking lot. That's actually potholes. I don't know why it shows up white on the map, but I'll show you that up close when we get to that. Now up here I didn't fill in because I told you that I was going to do that on camera, and to wait on that, the entrance, the 3 lanes going into the car wash, I didn't fill that in yet. So everything else is pretty much filled in, and I'm going to show you everything else I've added. Alright, now right here is the entrance that we started off at, and right over here where we have this section right here in the corner, this is what I done. So where you had this coming on across, I just went ahead and replaced those blocks with a brick block and placed a trapdoor on top, as you see right here. Okay, and then I just textured the dirt, as you see here, and then put in a custom tree. Alright, so that's what I got there. Now I also have other custom trees scattered around, but as you see, all of this is all filled in, and these are the potholes you see here. Alright, this is what's showing up white on the map, but I have those scattered around. And I also have these light posts. Alright, now these are from the road add-on. If you don't have that add-on, that's okay. Just build your own light post. But at the bottom here I have the metal base pole, and then the metal pole, and up here I have the street light. We're going to add these here where we got these yellow here, and all of them are going to be the same. I have the pole 7 blocks tall, so anywhere that you have this yellow marker, go ahead and place that down. And as you see, if you're using this this here, you know how this block isn't totally a full tall block. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to go ahead and grab the smooth stone. I'll place up under it like that. That's only if you're using this material there. So I got that there, and I'm going to come up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, for a double lane parking like this here, I'm just going to put the street light on both sides like this. Now for a single, I'm just going to have like this here. Alright. Now as you see where these are placed, I have pretty much them lined up. I have 5 of them right there, and I have them lined up with these here. So any of these yellow markers that you have, go ahead and do the same thing with that light. So let's go ahead and continue going around this way. As you see, all this is filled in. Now down here, I've done the same. I textured all this here, as you see. And as you see here, I got the smooth stone here, and then the andesite slab there. Alright, and then just some more custom trees right in there. Alright, so let's move along this way. I got 2 lights there, as you see. Going around, I got 1 light there, and that's lined up with this white line in the middle. And then as you see all this here, I don't have any parking spaces yet. I told you to wait. Don't get up close to your store quite yet because we're going to have sidewalks and parking and things like that. So I have another light here, as you see there, and then right here for the back, I just went ahead and filled this in with andesite. This is the electrical area, and then right here is another light there. So let's go along this way. So right here is the back entrance, and a couple lights there, as you see, and again all this filled in all the way to the back here. Now back here, I'm going to go ahead and put another light post here. Alright, so I got a light post there in the back. Kind of looked like it needed one there. So right here, let's go back this way. So right here, this is where I told you to wait, and this is what mine looks like here. Alright, I didn't do anything there. I did put a couple light posts here, so you see I got one here and one over there. Alright, and then here, I'm not too worried about light posts there. And then I got a light post here and one there. I'm also showing you what it looks like all this filled in as well, not just a light post. I got a couple of them here, and then the dog park, I went ahead and filled all of this in, as you see, textured it, and I replaced the where I had black here. I used the large light gray terracotta bricks. Use whatever kind of bricks that you want, and then as you see, I got the light posts in here and custom trees and things like that. Now I have these villagers in here, as you see, the NPCs, and also name them, and then I also got the dogs with the name on the dogs for each one. Now with the leaf litter, you guys can use for Poopy, because this is a dog park, so I scattered that around as well. You see all this filled in and textured up with the dogs and the people in here and everything else. And then don't forget your custom trees, as you see there. So right over here, with this filled in, you remember I told you to outline this black here with that andesite. As you see, I textured it with stone and light gray wool in there, and also I have some oil spots, as you see here, which is the coal ore. Alright, now I did the same thing with this big rectangle here, all textured up, in the same technique with that as well. Now right over here is the fire hydrant area. I got a double light pole here, and then I have another double light pole here. Okay, now over here with the fire hydrant area, where I had everything marked out, something to add in there to fill up some space. Now I do have here no parking. This is from the road add-on. You don't have to have all these extra things, but that's what I got there. And then with these yellow lines, the same thing with the road add-on. Now with this here, this is with the add-on as well. If you do not have the add-on, I do have a tutorial, guys, on my channel on how to make fire hydrants. So go ahead and check that out. If you don't have the add-on, you can just build your own. Now right here is no parking, as you see here, and then a light post on both sides there. Now on this side, I have a couple manholes here, again from the road add-on with the sign here, and then this is from the vehicle add-on, as you see, and here's one that I built. Now I might be doing a tutorial after all of this on this fuel truck. I think it turned out looking pretty sharp. I like it. But anyway, down here is the fuel area where the fuel trucks come in and they fill up the gas station, as you see right here, with that going down, filling everything up right in there. So we got that going on there. Now where I had these markers in here, that's what this is. This is the polished black stone pressure plate with a cauldron. Alright, so that's that on all those marked. Now I have 4 there, and I got 2 here, and then I got the 2 gold ones. I have a iron one there, and then here I have a trapdoor, and then this is a trapdoor just flipped upwards like this here. Alright, like it's open. Alright, so right over here I have the caution cones for the truck driver there. He placed them down as he's filling up. And then some more light posts here, as you see, every 3 spots going all the way down. Alright, now as you see, I went ahead and put a few vehicles here in the parking lot. Now in real life, this place is open 24/7, and there's always hundreds of people here at one time, so there's going to be a whole lot more vehicles in here when I get done with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right over here to the car wash area. Now remember, this is the entrance here to the car wash. It goes around, got the car wash there, and here's the exit. Right here is going to be the vacuum area, okay? Now this, you should have the parking spaces, and you should have this black outline. Once you've got that, then we're going to have this shape right here, okay? Now, the blocks I'll be using for this, you don't have to have the same blocks. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using. So you're going to go to the end here, and you're going to find the middle. I'm going to use glowstone here. So that is my middle. The middle line there will be your middle point. Now once you've found the middle, then I'm going to grab the chiseled tough bricks. I'm going to place it right there. And then I'm going to take the polished deep slate stairs upside down right there. Then the gray concrete, I'm going to place it here and go straight down. Now because I have this material here for the parking lot, it doesn't connect. So I'm just going to go ahead and place the chiseled tough bricks there just to connect it down. Alright. Now once I've got this, then I'm going to use the end stone brick slabs. I'm going to go right here on each side and do 2 like this. And then I'm going to go up like this. Right now, simple enough. Once you've got that, then you're going to use this black outline here. You're going to take this all the way down and around and connect it here. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and get rid of this outline. Alright. Once you've got that out of there, then you're going to simply take all of this and fill it all in. Alright, now this is what you should have here. All of it filled in all the way to the end. Alright, now what I'm going to do for right here in the middle is I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to take out this glowstone that I got there. I'm just simply going to take this gray concrete on up like this. And then right in here, I'm just going to fill it in like this with this material. And then on top of here in the middle, I'm going to take the purple slab. And I'm going to place right there in the middle and take that all the way down. Alright, now once you've got that, then right down here, as you see, I have 4 glowstone markers. This is going to be where some support beams are going to be. So as you see, it's going to be 2 parking spaces. So 1, 2, and then you have a marker. And then 1, 2, marker, and so on. So it's every 2 parking spaces. Go ahead and mark these out. Now these are going to be real simple. So at the bottom here, I have that same material is what I used on that one. And then the same material, the gray concrete, going down. Goes all the way up to the top, as you see here. Just like that. So go ahead and do that to the other 3. Alright, now you should have this here. Now you see I went ahead and put in some lights. So what I done was right here between the pillars here, right here in line with this, when I went straight up, I knocked a slab out, placed in a iron bar, and then put in the lantern, a choice here. So again, I got that between the pillars here. You see, right now, as you see, I have some vacuums, some vehicles, and some NPCs in here. So let's check out the vacuums here. If you guys don't have some of these items, that's okay. Just try to come up with something to make it look like a vacuum. So what I got going on here in between these parking spaces, in between the poles, is where these are at. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these vacuums. Now, in real life, these vacuums are double-sided. So you pull up here, you can use this side. You pull up here, use this side, and the same thing for this side here. Alright, so what I got going on here is at the very bottom base, I have the striped birch wood. That's what this looks like here. Just some kind of metal looking base. And then here I have the blast furnace. I have one facing this way, and then here's the back side of it. And I have another one facing this way. Now the back side here, I have a dark oak sign on the back. And then here in the middle, I have an damaged anvil for more texture, okay? And on top of that, I have the respawn anchor. And on top of that, I have a heavy weighted pressure plate. Alright. Now on the front side of this furnace, I have a tripwire hook. Alright. And then on the side of this respawn anchor, I have a grindstone. You see there? Now the grindstone is supposed to simulate the roll of vacuum hose that they roll up, and then here is the metal pole corner from the road add-on. Now this is supposed to be like the vacuum here, rolled up with the hose, and at the very bottom here, I went ahead and put a button there for the brush bristle part of the vacuum hose. So I just used my imagination, just come up with something. Also, don't forget to put in some sort of trash can. So I got one here on that pole, and then in between these other ones, I have these placed like this. Then I have the other one down here like this here. I also put a car here coming out of the car wash exit into the parking lot, as you see there. Alright, now once you've got all of this, then let's go ahead and come right over here. This again is the office for the car wash, for the employees. Kind of like a break room kind of thing. Alright, so again with the letters here is an add-on. I've done a showcase on that. You don't have to have that. It's just a little extra. Now as you see, I went ahead and built this up. It's extremely easy and simple, and there's really nothing to it. So that's why I went ahead and done it. Where I have that plot, that's where you're going to have it. I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall. You can pause it right here if needed. Alright. I have the spruce door here. For the roof, I use deep slate slabs. Got 3 across the top here, and then I just went down right there as you see. Alright. On this side, I have this window. I use the black stained glass panes, also with the door at wall. 2 blocks tall and 3 blocks wide with the glass. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from the left side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks to the right side. This side is pretty much the same as the other side. Now this sign right here just says employees only. And this side is the exact same as the other side. Okay. So let's go ahead and go on the inside here. Now remember, this is like a little break room, an office area. So right here I have like a screen and some mechanics here to control a few things in the car wash. just a couple tables and chairs in here, a light, trash can, and just some electrical stuff here. The respawn anchor and the jukebox. Down here is a chiseled bookshelf with the trapdoors around it, as you see there. Again, there's nothing to it, so that's why I went ahead and built it. Alright, now, as you see right here, what this looks like for across there, and it goes around this way. Now let's go ahead and come right over here. This is the electrical area. Now, as you see, I went ahead and done the electrical area. I'm going to show you what I have here. Right now with this here, I have it fenced in with the iron bars going all the way around it, as you see there. Now right here on the front, in this texture pack, this is the pink stained glass panes. I use something different, that way it doesn't blend in together. The sign here is from the road add-on. Alright. Now down here, I know there's quite a bit here to look at, so I'm going to show you everything in kind of up close here. So first off, I have this kind of electrical box here. Now remember guys, yours does not have to be exactly like mine. I know there's going to be some of you taking screenshots and trying to do yours exactly like mine. Just be creative. Use imagination. Look on Google image on electrical areas. So right here, I use the polished andesite. Right here, I use the in-stone brick slabs, and then the full block under it. Alright, I got the trapdoors there. A lot of this is from the road add-on, like these piping I use for electrical. I got the in rods, the lightning rods here. Alright, got all this piping and electrical stuff going on. And then I have these electrical boxes that's got these iron doors, like electrical panels. Now this here is from the letters and symbols and numbers add-on. All these right here, you see, and another sign there. Now on this side here, I have another electrical panel. This here goes up, as you see, goes on across, and then connects up with this tower. Just like that. Now with this being a Buc-ees tutorial, I didn't want it to lose everybody in all this little extra stuff here. So that's why I'm not going fully in depth in with this. So please keep that in mind. Alright. Now these two poles here are actually from the electrical power station that I've already got a video for. So that might help you out with that. And I have a lot of little suggestions and things like that in that video for this type of area. Now right here, I just got the metal pole and then the chain going on across, and this will end up connecting to the building. Now when you do this, make sure that it's high up enough off of the pavement here that 18-wheelers and things can drive up under it. Alright, now once you've got that, now let's go ahead and make our way back up front. Now there's something that really bothers me with this, and I'm going to explain myself. So as you see right here, I have the spots for the fuel pumps for the diesel, and also the spots for the regular gas pumps across the front here. Now please listen very carefully when I say this, guys. Buc-ees is well known for having a lot of gas pumps. Normally a Buc-ees will have anywhere from 90 to 160 gas pumps. If you don't believe me, do the research. Now, what I'm about to show you, I do apologize. This bothers me so very much. I only have 48 gas pumps through here. Now, I scaled everything down with my techniques to make it life size, okay? To make it realistic with the gas station and everything else. Just how Minecraft is with the measurements, how everything adds up. I only have 48 gas pumps, and I really am sorry about that. I'm very bothered by it, but this is Minecraft. This isn't real life. So everything else is pretty much down to realistic is what I possibly really could get. So right here across the front, we have the gas pumps. Now they are going to be double-sided gas pumps. What I mean by that, let's go ahead and come down here. Alright, so this is going to be a gas pump here. So a vehicle will be on this side here and also this side here. So they are going to be double-sided. Now, when I was doing this, measuring this out, the first thing I had to do once I placed all the pumps to make everything even is I had to come down here to this left side where we have this black line here. This black line was right here and everything didn't add up, so what I had to do is I had to move it over by just one block to the left. So you're going to have to move this black line over to the left just by one block, okay? Now remember, have this here 2 blocks. Now I had to do the same thing on this side. So this black line, I just moved over left 1 block. So you're going to do that on both. Alright, so let's go ahead and figure out where these gas pumps are going to be. So you're going to go to your building right here. Now right here where we have these 2 blocks. These 2 blocks is going to be where the front doors are going to be for the gas station. Now what you're going to do is you are going to line these 2 blocks up right here. And you're going to go straight this way. Alright? Now the distance between here and there you should already have whenever we first started over here at this corner. Alright? So you should have that distance correct. So once you've got this marked out right here, now this lines up with the front doors. These 2 blocks here line up with those 2 blocks there, okay? Go ahead and mark that out, and then on this side, just to make it easy, these 2 blocks all line up with the front door, okay? Now, I have 14 blocks from here to here. So remember, this lines up with the front door, okay? Now we're going to look at this here. This is going to be where the gas pump is, and this is going to be where the gas pump is. Now between that is 14 blocks, okay? Now that seems like a lot, but listen, when a vehicle comes in here, they're not going to be up against the pump. They're going to be a block away from the pump, pumping gas. Normally my vehicles and all other vehicles is 3 blocks wide. So that's a vehicle there, and then a vehicle here. That is going to leave right in here 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 1 block in between here, and 1 block in between here to get through. Now some vehicles might be 4 blocks, but most of them are 3 blocks. So measuring this out, that's why I didn't make more pumps and squeezing these together. And again, it really bothers me. I've been on this part here for a couple of days, racking my brain, and I just kind of give up on it because, I mean, it is what it is. So please forgive me for that, guys. Alright, so right in here, remember 14 blocks right there between the pumps. Now all of these between the pumps is going to be the same distance, so 14 in between each pump here. So let's go ahead and come to the very left side right here. We're going to count some blocks. Now from this black line right here, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Okay, 9 blocks. And it's going to be the same thing on this end down here. 9 blocks from the black line to the pump. So again, here, going on across, 9 blocks. Alright. And then 14 between each one. Now if we go up and look straight down, you'll see that there is going to be on this left side 12 gas pumps, and then the right side will also have 12 gas pumps. They'll be double-sided, making it 48 gas pumps. Now right here, from this black line going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these are lined up, and in between here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in between there. So go ahead and mark these out. Alright, now once you've got those put down there, so let's go ahead and come over here to the diesel. Now the same story applies here. I do apologize, I've been on this way too long trying to figure this out. But you can see how many pumps we're going to have right here for the diesel. Alright, this is not a truck stop, but still there should be more diesel pumps. But this is what I have. So what I done was, remember, I took this black line over by 1 block to the left. Doing that, I found the very middle, which is where this glowstone is, right here. Okay? Find your middle, and then left to that middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First gas pump to the left. And then also to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Now these are also lined up with those. So the same distance from here. And these are also the same distance apart. All of these are lined up with those pumps. Now on the ends here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the same. And then the left side also 9 blocks. So go ahead and mark these out as well. Alright, now when you make these gas pumps, the structure block is going to be your best friend. If you're really unsure on how to use a structure block, I have a video on all of that. So go ahead and check that out. But it's real simple. So right here is going to be the design that I'm going to go with. Now I am trying to make this realistic as possible. I also have another gas pump design tutorial, so go ahead and check it out if you don't like this one. But this one here is designed just for this Buc-ees. So right down here we have the symbols. This is the hyphen one on both sides. It's got a green one. I dyed it with green dye for the regular gas, and then this blue here is for the non-ethanol gas. Alright, and then right here in the middle I have a different symbol here. One's small and one's medium. I got this for like a screen. And then here I have a black carpet on top of a note block. Okay, so it gives that texture there. Now remember, I'm on the PS4 with a modern HD texture pack, so guys, use whatever that you want to use. Now down here we have the acacia trapdoors going along each side, as you see. And then here I have the strip birch wood. I have that across the bottom, and right here in the center is the map art of the Buc-ees symbol, and I have that in a item frame, as you see there. Alright. Now here we have a lever, and this is like concrete there. And then I have the chain coming from that lever for the gas hose. And then up here we have the metal pole corner going up into the top of the pump there. Guys, use imagination. If you don't like this one, go ahead and build your own. Now here we have the end-stone brick slabs, and on the side here I have the vertical half slab there. If you don't have that, you can use a wall or just a trapdoor. Now you see here we have this going 3 instead of having 2 like I measured here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is having all of these 3 instead of 2s, and all we're gonna have to do is do like this. Don't mess with the center part. The center part needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks apart. So don't add it in the center. Go on the ends here and make it 3. And do that all the way down, and you're going to have these gas pumps in there. Now remember, this side is a double-sided. Now it looks like 2 different gas pumps here. Now remember, one is non-ethanol and one is regular gas. So all of this is just one pump, and all of this is just one pump as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use my structure block, and I'm going to go ahead and place these down all the way down. Right now, as you see, this is what mine looks like all lined up here. Looks pretty good. Now with these chains, I was looking at these, and you could also take the end rod and place it up here like this if you have this texture pack, and that looks pretty good as well. It's really up to you, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the chains. Alright, now that will be the end for part 3. Please stay tuned for part 4. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.